Okay, ready? You ready? Hi, and the girl is just insufferable. Hello, book besties, and welcome back to my channel where we hyperfixate on fictional characters. Today, we're doing a 24-hour reading vlog featuring my little sister, Grace, a newer avid reader now, and so we thought we could do it together and stay up all night and read as many books as we can in 24 hours. We are gonna do the timer method where, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at that. But I was looking up for a little bit.
We're gonna be doing the timer method where we have the timer going when we're reading, and if we're taking a break to go somewhere, eat, shower, sleep, we're gonna be pausing it and then continuing it once we both are reading together. So hopefully we can get through this in a shorter amount of time, maybe 2 days, maybe 3, but it's already 12 something, so we're running out of time. But it's okay, we can do it till Monday, hopefully. But let's talk about all the books we're going to read. This is her first time in a vlog actually being featured in it, and her first time doing a 24-hour reading challenge. So let's see how much we can read. She bought a bunch of books off Amazon for this in preparation, so she can show us what books she's going to read. Or hopefully read. Okay, these are our hopefuls. They're a lot of books. Probably will not read all of them. Definitely will not read all of them. My goal is like 4. That's my hope. What's your goal? Hopefully.
At least like 2, I don't know. I'm not gonna read them.
We're not fast readers at all. Okay, we're very average reading, so.
Number 1, From Graves to Gardens. Okay, so am I in telling you what the book is about?
If you know what it's about. A lot of times I don't know books, what they're about. She can tell us more once she starts reading them.
Then we have Call It What You Want.
Beautiful, beautiful.
My Phony Valentine. Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, which we're both reading.
Yes, we both have that one.
Then we have The Bodyguard.
Nice, that's a popular one.
100 Days of Sunlight. I was sure it was no sunlight.
100 Days of Sunlight, yes. So if you guys have any recommendations for books that are not spicy and more on the YA side, this is your girl. So hopefully, she's also good at getting books that are not popular, which is great because we find new reads. So maybe if she loves these, you guys can get a new read to go read. Now for the books I'm reading, we have Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, like we said. This is like a autumn, fall, cozy romance. People said like the lovers of Gilmore Girls, which we are. We'll definitely be on in the background throughout the entire time. And it's like a small town romance. It's giving You've Got Mail because she has like a local coffee shop and then the big bad corporate coffee shop comes and they're like competing, but they fall in love, so stunning. The boy is the father of the guy who's opening the coffee shop. That's her enemy. So, very exciting. And then also, I did start last night. That wasn't part of the reading vlog, 24-hour reading challenge, but I'm going to finish it in this one. I started Six Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. That's the second book in the novella in the Crowns of Nyaxia. It takes place after The Serpent and the Wings of the Night, following different characters. People said that novella is amazing, so I started reading it last night. I'm like 30% of the way through, so we'll add the rest of it towards this reading vlog. Fantasy, romance, gotta love it. And then I have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I have never read a Lynn Painter book. This is my sister's. She loves Lynn Painter and her books, and so I thought it'd be fun to read one of her books that she loves. And this is a very popular, well-loved book, so I'm excited to do this one. And then we have Guild by Raven Kennedy. This is a fantasy retelling of King Midas retelling. Don't know much about it, but I've heard people talk about how amazing it is and loving the series. So this is also on my Kindle Unlimited, so I might read it on my Kindle if I need a Kindle read, but we have this one. I had started it barely, but we're gonna start it over and try to get into it. But I heard this book is kind of more of a setup for the rest of the series. It feels like a novella more, but I'm excited. Can you look like you're happy?
Sorry, I didn't stop there.
Next, we have Powerless by Elsie Silver. This is book 3 in the Chestnut Spring series. I read book 2 in my last 24-hour reading challenge. This is a cowboy romance. Obsessed, loved the first 2 books. I know some of the other books aren't as loved, so hopefully this one follows Jasper and Sloan. I don't know what this one's about, but Chestnut Springs, I love the first 2 books, so I'm excited to read this. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, so again, another Kindle read if I don't feel like physically reading a book. Next, we have How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong. All I know, it's a romance, and people loved it when they started reading it, so I had bought it and haven't read it yet, but it's a nice short read, so I thought it'd be fun, a nice little romance after the more hard-hitting books I read in my last reading vlog. Then we have Butcher and Blackbird. I just said romance that are cute and sweet, and this is about serial killers. But Butcher and Blackbird, a popular series. I know the second book just came out, Leather and Lark, I think. Lark and Leather, I don't know. But apparently it's like two serial killers that fall in love. And it's like a comedic serial killing romance book. But I thought it'd be a fun little vibe to keep things going and exciting if I need something more fast-paced. So, and lastly, I have Good Girl, Bad Blood. I read the first book, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, in 2 reading vlogs ago, and I loved it, and so I thought, why not continue it? And this would be on audio as well, because the audio is like a full cast, and like in the interviews, it sounds like you're listening to a podcast and an interview actually happening. So I thought it'd be good for later in the evening to have something to listen to and eyeball read to keep me awake and sane. And it's fast-paced and quick. And I really want to watch the Netflix show, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I don't know if it's just the first book or all of them. If you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are.
It's only 6 episodes so far.
So it's probably just the first book I'm guessing. But yes, if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are down below. But yes, so those are the books that we're planning on reading. We are going to be doing, like I said, the Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice as a buddy read. So we'll be reading it together at the same time at some point during this reading vlog. But yes, so happy Saturday. We are going to start this reading vlog today and we'll keep you guys updated on our thoughts about the books and more detail about what these books are later on. But yes, so we'll see you guys.
A boy and a girl who fall in love.
There we go.
Pretty much,
The favorite thing. So now we're gonna start reading. So we'll talk to you guys later with a reading update.
I'm pretty sure I was staring at the wrong thing and off to the sky.
Hello guys, reading update. It has been an hour, so we have 23 hours left. I am reading 6 Scorched Roses, the novella that I had started, chapter 8, and I'm continuing it so I can finish it. I'm on chapter 18 now, and I am 64% of the way through, and I have about 45 minutes left of the book. I'm enjoying it so far. I literally had no idea what it was about. I just knew it was about other characters involved in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and people loved it. So far it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. The action that just happened was crazy, and I'm excited to see what happens at the end of this book. It follows our main character, and she is trying to get rid of this plague that's taking over their town. She's a scientist, and people are dying, so she's trying to figure out how to save them, because they were cursed by the gods, and now she has a relationship with a vampire. She's a human. He's a vampire. You know. Weird. This world, they have vampires in their own kingdom, and there's a vampire that lives in the human area, and so she's going to him for help. And they're having a deal where she brings him 6 roses for his blood. 6 scorched roses.
Wait. For his blood, what?
Mm-hmm.
But she's a vampire, or he's a vampire?
He's a vampire. They have blood. It's just different blood.
Oh.
And she's trying to use that to see if she can have a cure for the curse that was put upon them. But it's very action-packed, a little bit of romance. It's really good. So, you.
Reading The Bodyguard on page 39. A little slow, but the book is very good. I've been laughing. I'm intrigued. It's good.
Yeah, she's been laughing out loud. That's funny. This book is about...
It's about, she is an agent. And he is like a actor, famous guy, and he has a stalker and stuff, but he needs to come back to town to be with his mom because she has cancer, so he hires her to be his bodyguard, but he doesn't want his family to know that he has a stalker, so they fake date. They pretend to be in a relationship.
Fake date, bodyguard. She's a bodyguard. Stunning. And you're enjoying it so far?
Yes, very good.
What's been funny?
The banter.
Oh, we love a good banter.
So, yeah.
She's been giggling next to me, just laughing out loud. And we're both listening to book playlists on Spotify to go with the books. So that's our update. We'll see you guys later with more of an update. Happy reading. We have 22 hours and 9 minutes left, if it'll focus. 22 hours and 9 minutes left. We've been reading for almost 2 hours, and I have finished my first book, 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent.
Should I do this right now?
I had started it like basically at midnight this morning, like late last night, but we started chapter 8 and continued it, and that's what we're counting for my page count for this book. But I finished it and it was so good. How attached you get to these characters and the action, the plot for such a short book is absolutely amazing. And it was so fun, and it's making me want to continue with the second book, The Crimes of Anaxia, second book in the series, because I loved Sleeping in the Wings of the Night. Give that book 5 stars, and I haven't finished it yet or continued with it. But this was so good. Now I'm gonna continue with the next book. Next, I'm going to start Better Than the Movies, my sister's favorite book, or one of her favorites. And how was your book?
Good. Page 75.
75.
Nothing
Seven.
much new. Yeah.
She's giggling over here.
They're officially fake dating now, though.
Oh, are you excited?
Yes.
I'm excited for a cute little romance, so let's hope this is good.
It is wonderful.
We also have energy drinks to keep us alive. Iced coffee and a Celsius. Anyways, I'm on page 6. So
I'm on page 81.
let's see if we can catch up with this. Ready? Go! She's like, Liv, I love that dress. The flowers are so you. And I was like, oh god, like, is she gonna end up being mean to her? Or is she being serious? I don't know. Young adult scare me.
What drama do you have?
Because these books, like, always end up being drama where like the friends are fake, and I'm like, ugh, why do they have to be fake?
Since August 3rd.
It's her and her friend gonna argue because like she's gonna try to change for the guy, and then she's gonna be like, "What are you doing for a boy?"
Just read the book, okay?
And then what's gonna be like, "I liked you for who you are. You don't have to change for me," and they're gonna fall in love.
Read the book, God.
Sure. What's up, party people? Okay, we have officially reached. We have 20 hours left, 19 minutes and 59 seconds. And 40 milliseconds left. We've read for 4 hours. I had finished 6 Scorched Roses, and now I am reading Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and I'm on page 138 out of 349. So 138 out of 349. So I'm almost halfway through the book. I am eating it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Huh?
Halfway through.
I'm almost halfway.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a professional reader. I'm loving this book so far, and not gonna lie. We have Liz and Wes. Liz is our cool, funky gal with her own fashion expression and quirky little obsession with music and soundtracks. And then Wes is her next door neighbor. And this guy comes into town who used to live there, and Liz has a crush on him and wants to make them fall in love with each other. So she's trying to use Wes to help her get the boy. And obviously, Liz and Wes are gonna fall in love. Anyways, so it's really cute. I am giggling. There is one conflict going on in this book that in my head I'm just like, if you guys just communicate, it wouldn't be an issue. But whatever. But I am loving it, and I am giggling, and I'm almost halfway. So, there's that.
More than halfway through. Very good. Very funny. They're falling in love. Finally. They're getting attached though. So that's freaking her out a little bit. So.
Attachment scary, am I right? I'm just kidding. Let's see, you're on page 176 out of 302. Yeah, you are over halfway. How exciting. I love that for us. So we are going to, I think, shower real quick and then continue reading for the rest of the evening. And we'll give you guys more updates later. We're hoping to at least finish these 2 books by tonight. We do have to get up early tomorrow for church, or semi-early. But we want to finish these 2 books at least tonight and then continue tomorrow. But we'll give an update later about our reading updates, reading thoughts, ideas.
I hate this book. Why are you on your phone? I'm doing good though. I think I sped up a little bit. How many more chapters do I have? Like, it's a happy ending, right?
Don't look at the
I'm
ending.
not. I'm just looking how much more I have. Okay. See you.
They're in the secret place. The girl likes him.
What girl? Ugh. I hate her. Keep reading.
She's gonna definitely be a part of it, isn't it?
Keep reading.
She's gonna be a character. Because she's gonna encourage him. You should give her a chance. You should probably go down there. Invite her to prom. And he's gonna go to prom with her and be like, this is who I wanted to go to prom with. Am I correct?
Just read the damn book.
Am I correct?
Read the book.
I'm good, aren't I?
No, you're annoying. Read the book. It's illegal.
What time is 12:30, and we have 16 hours and 48 minutes left. And we both have finished our first book, or my first complete book. Better than the movies. We finished our first complete book of the reading challenge. It's been what, 7 hours and like 15 minutes? We read one book. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I think I was starting off fast. The first part of it, I was like going fast.
Yeah.
And then I started slowing down at the end. We were getting tired. But we're gonna go to bed because we have church tomorrow morning or this morning. And we'll give you guys an update on these books and what we start tomorrow. Pause the timer and continue tomorrow.
No. Damn stars.
Hello guys, let's do our update. It's currently Sunday, August 11th at 4:45 basically, almost 5 p.m. We're just now going to continue reading. We had church, had lunch, did things. We have 16 hours left. Can you see that?
Yeah.
16 hours left. So, reading update.
Reading The Phony Valentine. It's basically he's a professional hockey player, like bad boy type, and she's a chef, and they run each other at a coffee shop, and she runs into one of her like ex-friends sort of, and she's making fun of her for not being anyone, and she pretends like, oh, this is my boyfriend. It turns out he's like a professional hockey player. So yeah.
How exciting. I'm reading Guild, the Plated Prisoner series. I'm on page like 55. What page are you on?
49.
59. I'm gonna start reading on my Kindle, I think, because I'm a little sleepy. I need some coffee. This book follows, what's her name? Erin, and she is made of gold. Well, she was a human, and the king of this kingdom, there's like 6 kingdoms. He's a king of one of them, and everything he touches turns to gold if he chooses. So he made this girl into gold, and it's like his prized possessions. Lives in the cage. He's like obsessed with her. I don't know. It's very interesting so far. Basically, the moral of the story, the moral of the plot so far is that like she was always kept in this cage for him, only him. No one else got to like interfere with her. But now he's going to give her to another king for like a day or a month or whatever to use his army to invade another kingdom. So that's where we're at so far. So very interesting. I don't even understand the magic system. There's lots of different magic in here. I think I don't know all the magic. She has some ribbons in the back of her that have like basically arms. I don't know. It's a weird. She has like these ribbons that come out of her back, all the way down her back, that she can control with her mind and like use like hands. So yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go. I've heard though that the first book you have to like make your way through because the rest of the books are a lot better, and this one's more like a novella in a way because it sets up stuff without much really happening. So I've heard it's not the best, but the series gets really good in the next few books. So that's what I'm working on. Hopefully we can finish that within a couple of hours, maybe 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then maybe read our
Pumpkin spice
beach read, buddy read together, and then after that, if we have time, to read anything else. But this is my 3rd book so far. I finished a novella.
The first one was cheating though. You're already a quarter through.
I'm gonna count how many pages it was, okay? But I read like half of it, I think, beginning of this, and then I read Better Than Movies, and now I'm reading this one. And then she read The Bodyguard, and now she's reading The Funny Valentine. We're gonna continue reading. Like I said, it's like 5 o'clock. We have 16 hours left. I do have work tomorrow, guys, in the afternoon. Let's see, it says we'll be done at 7 a.m. from now.
Perfect. On later. Oh God.
Someone's falling asleep. We have 12 hours left still. Oh my god, there's a bug on the camera, Grace. Can you get it?
Ain't you lying?
Did I eat it? I just swallow it. My sister fell asleep, guys. So we're gonna go to bed. It's 12:15 in the morning. 12 hours left. I started a Good Girl's Guide to Good Girl Bad Blood on my walk, and then I continued it, and I'm now on page 273, chapter 27. I started it a couple hours ago, and I have an hour left in the book, so we'll finish it tomorrow since someone's sleeping. Good night. Hello, everyone. This vlog is taking us longer than we anticipated because we've been busy. I have finished Good Girl Bad Blood. I listened to it when I was going for a walk, and then I finished it last night, and it was really good. Kept me on the edge of my seat trying to figure out who did what and put the pieces together. I love books like these. They're fast paced and they make you addicted to the story because you want to figure out what's going to happen. I'm still reading Guild, King Midas Retelling. I'm on page 204. I'm a little over halfway. Reading it physically and on my Kindle. I'm enjoying it. It's very interesting. I'm excited to see what happens at the end, but I'll most likely be continuing this. I feel like I'm gonna continue it and want to binge the rest of the series. So, enjoying it so far. She doesn't have her book with her.
I finished My Phony Valentine. Very good. Loved it. There was no third act breakup thing jig, so very happy. So yes, that was good.
Very nice. We're tired. We've worked, gymmed, all the things. We have to get up early tomorrow because we're going to South Florida. Yeah, you need to do that. See, she has work. She's taking care of dogs. And we're leaving tomorrow to go on a trip, road trip. We're going back to where we're from for the weekend. So, but we do have like a 4-hour drive. So we're gonna read tomorrow. But basically, the main point was we're about to start Pumpkin Spice, Everything Nice, the same book, Buddy Read It together. We're not gonna stay up too late because it is like 10:32, and we're getting up at like 7 tomorrow. Maybe like an hour of reading. See how far we get and discuss our thoughts. But the cover's cute. I'm excited. And we're watching Gilmore Girls. Should we put that on? Should we show you guys? Gilmore Girls is always on in our TV. So, in case you're wondering, we're watching that to match the vibes. But yeah, it looks super short. Like the writing is not super.
Yeah, it's spaced out a lot.
It's like really spaced out, and it's like not thin. I'm gonna say super one more time, and I'm gonna throw the book off a cliff.
Characters are Lucy and Jack.
Lucy and Jack. So, she like is giggling out loud last night reading her book. Did I also tell you guys? I did tell you guys that she fell asleep on me, passed out, book on her face 2 nights ago.
Yeah, but then I saved you from a bug.
But we did get attacked by a bug the other night. We were up trying to get rid of it, remove it from the house. It was a big ordeal. The fire trucks came. Not for us, for our neighbors. Don't know what happened, but the fire trucks was out there at midnight, 1 a.m. I don't even know. We have 9 hours and 57 minutes still. We have 10 hours still. Over 4 days, 5 days. That's ridiculous. This shows how busy life gets in the way of, oh my god, this cat is still yelling. It'll be done at,
oh my gosh.
At 8:30 in the morning if we go an all-nighter.
Oh, okay, and then
Grace, I'm not staying up all
we're
day.
leaving, and then we sleep in the car.
I'm not getting to staying up that long. You really fell asleep at midnight the other day.
Yes, but if I have a goal, I'm gonna stay.
The goal was for you to finish your book, and guess what? You didn't finish it.
I feel that.
As you should. I also did buy Better Than the Movies, my own copy, because I loved it and she has it. Also, Larry Reed, booktuber, love her, got the arc of Better Than the Movies.
Nothing
like the movies. 5 stars, she said.
Really?
Amazing. So good. She didn't think you would need it after reading Better Than the Movies, like, why do you need a sequel type of thing? And she's like, no, it's so good. That reminds me of reading vlog, reading that book together.
October 1st.
Any whoosies, we're gonna start this to get into the fall cozy vibes. We need to light candles. Oh. Crazy happened, and you're not there yet.
Where are you?
What chapter are you on?
I'm on the end of chapter 3.
I'm on in the end of chapter 4.
Oh my gosh, you're
or the middle of chapter 4.
What? Are you talking about him being at the store? Hold on. I love it at the mall. So. You trying to fact that his family owns a Java Junction? Oh my gosh. Am I not there yet?
You're almost there.
What? I know I heard throwing the pastry at their face.
Yes. I was like, oh my gosh. I did not expect that to happen. Record, Grace is falling asleep, and she told me to stay up until 8 a.m. to read.
8:30 in the morning if we go an all-nighter.
Oh, okay, and then
Grace, I'm not staying up
that's the
all
time
night.
we're leaving, and then we sleep in the car.
I'm not going to stay up that long. You really fell asleep at midnight the other day.
Yes, but if I have a goal, then I'm gonna stay.
The goal was for you to finish your book, and that's why you didn't finish it.
And she's eyes closed. I'm on page 54 of the book, and you're on page 39. How are we liking it so far? Good. It's a little young for me, but I'm enjoying it. I'm just trying to be in the YA mood, YA mindset, so it's enjoyable. But yes, we're gonna drive tomorrow, and we'll read it in the car. Hello, we're here for a reading update. We read on our drive. We have 7 hours and 21 minutes left. This took us, whatever, it's fine. We're both reading Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I am on page 241, chapter 4. Chapter 24. So I have like this much left, like 70 pages left. Grace is on page like one
Something.
I don't know, one something. So we have thoughts so far in the book. I will say this is a YA book. And it's giving YA. It's giving young adult. But I'm just kind of in it for the vibes. Like I know it's younger mindset, and I'm just here for like the more of the fall aesthetics of it. Pumpkin spice, everything, pumpkin spice, everything nice. Anyways, the fall festival, baking contest, opening coffee shop. I will say that things I like. I like the coffee shop aspect of them owning a coffee shop and making the drinks really cute, really fun. What do you like about it?
Oh yeah, I like the whole vibe, like you were saying.
Yeah, the vibe is good. The biggest issue and the biggest downfall is our main character. The main girl, I know she's young, okay? They're like in high school, like sophomores or juniors, I think. But she gets really upset very easily and very extremely.
I'm like, why are you annoyed with that?
And like, it would be understandable if like the guy in this book was like antagonizing her and like trying to make her annoyed, and she was like getting annoyed with him. He hasn't done anything to her. Literally nothing to her. And she's just like, he's trying to do this to me. He's trying to get me. And I'm like, bro, he's not. And she's like, he's probably just doing this because he wants to take down my coffee shop and destroy my life. And he's like, no. And that one scene where he's like saying, I just want
to help you. She's like, you think I need help? I'm like, oh my god.
And then he's like, no. But then she's like, what? So girls can't be independent and have do their own thing? And he's like, that's not what I'm saying. And I'm like, girl, please. But it's so fun. But I'm also kind of like,
where's the love?
There's no romance. They've had like moments so far. Yeah. I don't think you're there yet. But just like, ooh, why am I getting butterflies suddenly? So I'm scared it's gonna be a rushed ending of like the romance is gonna be the last 10 pages and it's like, oh, I love him, oh my god,
No way.
And then, so I don't know. But I feel like there can't be any third act conflict.
No.
Because the whole thing is conflict. But I'm scared to see it. Not scared. I'm very excited to see how it happens. But yeah, she's just getting a little frustrating because of how often it's occurring. Like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay, now 7 times? Mm-hmm. Any thoughts of your own? Because I've just been yapping.
No, yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Come on, add some more. Add some more.
No, it's just the unnecessary annoyance that she gets.
You
like her friend will be talking and they're like, you're defending them? I'm like, she's not. Like, what?
They're trying to be reasonable with you and you're like,
she's like, whose side are you on?
But I feel like, I will say though, that the conflicts kind of, I feel like, get rectified quickly.
Yeah.
Like she'll have an opinion and she'll be upset by something and then afterwards she'll be like, okay, wait a second, maybe I was overreacting.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of that. Like it's over and over again where she's like, and then she's like, wait a second. And then she's like, wait a second. And I'm like, can we just not? And just be happy? I do like the baking part and like the cooking and like the coffee making and stuff. That's fun. It gives fall. I wish the mom would talk up a little bit more. I don't know where you're at, but like the mom, she's like, pretending like everything's okay. And I guess she doesn't want to make her daughter feel stressed about things. But the mom is kind of like
Sugarcoating
not
everything.
saying, yeah, sugarcoating it, yeah. But yeah, I mean, the cover's really cute. And it's giving fall vibes very much. Small town, destination town,
Yeah.
aesthetically pleasing.
Like,
But yeah.
You got mail.
But I will say, I don't know if I would have preferred if they were more enemies to lovers. So yeah, that's our update. We'll finish this today probably.
Other than that, we love it.
It's a fun mindless read. Like, it's flying by very quickly.
Yeah.
I feel like I read this, like, I'll be done with it within in total, like, a few hours to read it. So, it's very easy to read and fast paced. I also don't even know, like, why he likes her. Not that, like, why he likes her. But, like,
why he keeps, like,
why he cares. Like, I feel like there's nothing to happen to be a big reveal.
I've loved you since the moment I met you.
You know, like, it's just a fun fall contemporary romance with a happy, easy, breezy time. And the girl is just insufferable.
We'll
It's fine.
see when it ends. We'll see what happens.
We'll talk about it more later. That's our update. Now she's gonna do school and I have more work to do.
Okay, how do you not know the lyrics yet?
You're used to the wrong words. How do you not know the words yet?
I love you, I'm sorry. You didn't have to do the words. I think it's the time I loved you first. It is what it is. I happen to kick the day you're cursed. I can laugh whatever I say. I'm scared to crush. It actually works. Making amends never ends. I'm going back.
Grace, stop with your chose. It's only taken us 2 weeks to finish this 24-hour reading challenge.
Hold on. It's been 3 days.
Okay. We have 5 hours left. We're gonna finish it out. Maybe not today because it's already 9:35. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it.
2:35, we can be done. We'll talk about what books we're reading. We started books. We took a break from this video because we were traveling separately, doing things. So she has started a book. She'll talk about it. And I started another book for another video. But I'm going to read it during the last 5 hours. So, what are you currently reading?
I'm sorry. I zoned out.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Call it what you want.
Oh!
What?
She wrote A Curse So Dark and Lovely. It's a
Yeah.
fantasy series. Where is it? You can't even see it. That's crazy. She's a
Just
well-known
make me
author
read the
then.
back of it.
I didn't even know. That is kind of crazy. So what's your book about?
Boy, a girl, and they end up falling in love, probably.
Oh my gosh.
No, do it.
Basically, his dad was caught like stealing basic money from half the town and stuff, and then so that ruined his status and everything. Da da da. Megan, she's like an overachiever. Da da da. She was caught cheating on her assignments, so everybody thinks she's a cheater and stuff. And so now basically everyone thinks in the world, and now they're together to do a gay chemistry project.
So two little misfits. Well, she's not really a misfit, I guess. That's kind of annoying though. She cheated on one test, everyone calls her a cheater.
Yeah.
What page are you on?
83.
For chapter,
13.
and it's dual point of view, I see.
Yes.
How exciting.
Yes.
Are you liking it so far?
Yes.
Are they in love?
No.
Good. They shouldn't be yet. It's only 3 pages in.
Oh, there has been some parts I'm like, good
Chemistry.
boy.
There's
good
some
boy.
chemistry. I am currently reading Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. This is book 4 in the Boys of Toman series, the last book following Joey and Aoife. I'm reading it for another reading vlog, but we're going to continue reading it during this video as well. But I'm not gonna talk too in depth on it because I do a reading vlog going into these books coming out after this reading vlog. But I'm on chapter, it doesn't tell me what chapter I'm on. I'm on chapter 44, page 271. So we're going to both start where we're at and see how far we can get into it and do a page count in our 5 hours. I don't want to tell you what this book is about specifically because it's a spoiler because it takes place after the book before this, Saving Six, which is the first Joey and Aoife book. But this is I think this is a YA series. I don't think it should be a YA series, but it follows these kids who are in school and their lives. It's a very character study, character driven story. If you don't know what it's about, this series is very popular
Is that her name?
and very well loved. Shannon is in the first book.
Yeah.
The first book follows Shannon and Johnny, and he's a rugby player, and she gets bullied at school and goes to his school from a friendship, found family relationship, and her dealing with her toxic home life. And this book follows Joey, Shannon's brother, and then Aoife, which is the main female main character in this book, and Joey dealing with being the leader of his toxic household and the struggles he's facing with addiction and his family and taking care of his family and falling in love with Aoife, who we love. I'm stressed, I'm in pain, I've teared up many times, and we're only like 30% of the way through the book. So let's continue reading and see how far we get. Also, my mom's over there, and she is reading Play Along by Liz Tomford. She loves the Windy City series.
My favorite.
I need to read it soon. I want to do a reading vlog, reading all 4 of the books.
Daddy in the back.
Yeah. She has a picture of our dad on her Kindle. Her husband, to be specific. That's a little weird. Back to reading. 5 hours. Let's go.
Look at my blankie.
I bought it for her. Taste Swift. Hello guys. We have finally finished our 24-hour reading vlog that took over
1 day.
2 weeks. But it's fine. We're going to talk about all the books that we read in 24 hours. Timer method, obviously, because this took way longer than we had planned. But we have finally accomplished it and we read a good amount of books. So we read a total of 4 books in this reading challenge, and she read a total of about 1,323 pages in 24 hours. Timer method. So tell us what book she read.
Call it what you want. Very good. Definitely gonna reread it. I loved it. It was dual prof, so I really like that. His dad was basically like stealing money from the people who hired him. I forget. Something to do with money, okay? And he was basically stealing money, so like then all their money got taken away, and his dad tried to commit suicide, but he failed. So basically he's just like, I don't know, he's still there, but he's just like in a wheelchair. He has like feeding tube, like he's not there, you know, the dad. And so they have to deal with that. And then her sister was called, actually no, she was caught cheating on a test or something, so everybody calls her a cheater. And then her sister came back from college and she's pregnant and stuff, so that's gonna like ruin their good reputation and stuff. And so yeah, now they have to work together on a chemistry project.
And they fall in love.
Yes.
Very nice. Are those spoilers that you said? Are they?
No, that's the back of the
Okay.
book, okay?
Just making sure. Next.
And then we have my Phony Valentine.
Nice, nice.
She's a small town girl. He's a professional hockey player. She bumps into the line of an old friend of hers and stuff, but she's kind of like a mean girl with a friend and stuff, and the girl's making fun of her for not being with anyone. And so she turns around, grabs the guy who was in front of her in line in a coffee shop and pretended that he was her boyfriend, and it turns out he's like a professional hockey player and stuff.
Did you like that one?
Yes.
Very good. Next.
Then we have The Bodyguard, Catherine Center. Loved it. Really good. She's a bodyguard. He is a like famous actor guy, and he has a stalker, but his mom is sick, so he wants to go stay with his family and stuff. So they hire a stalker. they hire a bodyguard to protect him from his stalker, but he doesn't want his family to know he has a stalker. So she pretends to be his girlfriend, so they don't know he needs to have a bodyguard. Then this book.
Pumpkin spice and everything nice. We kind of went in a rant about it, but yes. Which one was your favorite?
Oh, that's hard.
Or which
Either
couple was
this
your
one
favorite?
or this one.
So
Or this one.
Top 3 contenders. That one's upside down.
Not this.
Okay, now I read a total of 4 books, and then I finished another book, and then I read some of another book. So we started and finished 4 books, finished a 5th book, and read a couple hundred pages in my last book. And we'll talk about them real quick. I read a total of about 1,882 pages. The first book I did read was on my Kindle, and that was Six Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. That is a novella in the Kinds of Nyaxia series, following book 1, which is A Serpent in the Wings of the Night, following different characters from that series, but our main character is living in this world where there's like a plague from the gods and people are dying, and so she goes to the vampire who lives up in the mountain to use his blood as a way to test out if she can find a cure for this disease. She wants to save her sister, and her and the vampire strike up a romantic relationship. We have some intense things happening. The gods come down trying to fight. It was very good. It's very short. It's like a couple hundred pages, I think, like 150 something or 170 something according to Kindle. I'm not sure. But I really enjoyed it. For how short it was, you got really attached to the characters, and it made me want to continue the second book even more. It doesn't follow those characters, but I feel like they might tie into it somehow. But I very much recommend. I think I gave it like a 4-star. I don't really know how to rate novellas because they're just novellas, but I liked it a lot. Next, I don't know what I read next, but we read Better Than the Movies, which is by Lynn Painter. I bought my own copy because I read my sister's because she loves this book, and I decided to read it because I thought it'd be fun to open up her favorite books. This one follows Liz and Wes, right? Liz and Wes, they're in high school, and Liz is obsessed with romantic comedies, romantic movies, and wants to have a like romance that's like these movies. And then Wes is her neighbor, who they have like an arch rival nemesis relationship going on, where they always pull pranks on each other and like just play games with each other. And one of their neighbors that used to live there comes back in town, and Liz is obsessed with him and thinks they're meant to be and wants to try to get him to fall in love with her. So she uses her friend Wes, or her neighbor, arch nemesis Wes, to help her basically get this guy's attention and for them to fall in love and be happily ever after. And what do you know? Wes and Liz fall in love. This was really cute. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it like a 4.5 stars maybe. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. But I really like this book. It was kind of, you know, some things I kind of guessed, as one does. But I still enjoyed it. I had fun. I was giggling. And it was really cute and sweet. And I'm excited now to read
Nothing Like the Movies.
Nothing Like the Movies, book 2 that comes out.
October 1st.
So we need to read that when it comes out. But very much enjoyed this. Next, I listened to Good Girl Bad Blood. I listened to it while I read it. And this is book 2 in this little series by Holly Jackson. The first book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I really enjoyed this book. It follows our main character, Pip, from the first book. She ends up trying to solve this murder case that happened for someone who lives in her city and trying to solve what actually happened because she didn't believe what occurred was the truth of what happened. And so that whole thing takes place. And in this book, she is starting a podcast where she is revealing information from that case because she feels like the press isn't doing a good job of still talking about what actually happened. So she makes a podcast discussing everything because all the people involved in that case are going through trial, and so she's doing her own little podcast going on. When a friend of hers comes to her saying that his brother has gone missing, Pip at first is saying that she's not going to ever do this again. A lot of things happened that affected her and her family, and that was dangerous, and she was like, I'm never going to do this again and solve a little murder mystery, missing person case, whatever. But then she ends up relenting and helping her friend look for his missing brother. And so she's doing that while doing the podcast. It was very good. I love these books. They're very fast paced. Listening to them is fun because it sounds like you're listening to a podcast because they have like interviews and things like that that sound like you're listening to people talking. It has like a whole narrator cast. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what I rated it. Maybe 4 stars, I think. I honestly can't remember. I'm not the best at rating things. Also, things go in and out of my brain. So I read a book, I like it for the vibes, and then it's out. I rated it on Goodreads 4 stars. So I really enjoyed this. I will continue with it. Next, I read Guild by Reverend Kennedy. This is the first book in the Plated Prisoner series. This is a King Midas retelling. They live in this kingdom with like 5 or 6 different kingdoms. The king of this book is the king of one of the kingdoms, and he has this girl. She is this girl that he kind of like saved, help keep her safe or whatever, and he has a touch that turns to gold, and he turned her into gold. So her skin, everything is gold. She has these ribbons on the back of her that move and do things. So it's like a fantasy, mystical, romantasy series, I think. She lives in this kingdom, and she lives like in a golden cage guild. She's in this cage right here. She lives in it. He has like a whole separate structures for her to live and walk through, so that way no one can like see her, touch her, take her, whatever. And then he's striking up a deal with this other kingdom and basically says he'll let him have Arin for like a night or a month or whatever in return for his army.
Is this the gold girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's basically where it goes from here. This was kind of a slower moving book. There was a lot of traveling, a lot of build up for the ending. I'm excited to see where it goes. I did buy book 2 because I do want to continue with it. I really enjoyed the ending. I'm excited to see what happens next. And I've heard that this book is not the best, but it leads up to better books in the series. So I'm really excited to read it and see how it goes. The ending was a nice little, not really a plot twist because I kind of saw it coming, but I'm excited to see where it goes and see how this story progresses. So I really enjoyed this book. I don't even know if I rated this one. I'd probably say 3.5. I enjoyed it. There were some things that I was kind of getting like, it's a little bit spicy that I didn't enjoy some of those parts of it. But the storyline, I'm excited to see how it progresses. So I think this is like a 3.5 stars. Next, I read Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice with my sister. She didn't want to go into it, but this book follows Lucy and Jack. They're in high school. Lucy's mom owns a local coffee shop in this small fall aesthetic town, and Jack is a new kid in school, or he's been there for a little while, but his family owns like Java Junction, which is like a franchise coffee shop, and they end up opening a shop right across from Lucy's mom's local owned store. So they're kind of having like this rivals, competing coffee shops, giving You've Got Mail and then Gilmore Girls with the small town vibes. Maybe this isn't a romance. We were under the impression that we thought it was going to be a romance. Like, it's giving romance, is it not? So I would say go into this not expecting romance. It's giving more
Zero.
fall vibes. If you just want
Brady Girl, sorry.
if you just want like the fall vibes, we loved in this book. I like the small town, the pumpkin spice, the pumpkins, the carnivals. That was fun and sweet. The romance in here was non-existent. I'm not gonna lie. It was giving very much Friends. It was a little infuriating with our main character. I enjoyed her and her working with her mom in the coffee shop aspect and her baking and things like that. It was infuriating because she would get a little bit too upset about things for not really a good reason. She would assume people were doing things against her when no one had intentions of doing anything against her, and then she would just take it to a high extreme. That was just like, let's calm down a little bit, okay? It was cute, I guess. The fall vibes are what was giving. I don't want talking bad about books. But if you want something with the Gibbs Fall, read it. But if you get North characters, easily main characters who do the same thing over and over again, maybe don't read it. I think it's like a 2-star. The fall vibes are what saved it, honestly. And I wish there was more romance. There was nothing in it. And then the last book I read, which I had already started, I'm doing this for another reading vlog, but we had a few hours left, so I decided to just read this during this, while also for that video. I'm reading Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. This is the 4th book in the Boys of Tommen series. This book is the last book or second book following Joey and Aoife. I read this much in our time span. I read a couple hundred pages, like 300 pages in the time span. I'm on page 576. If you want to see more in depth on this, check out that YouTube video already out. Finishing books I'm in the middle of. Part 2. This book follows Joey and Aoife. The first 2 books follow Johnny and Shannon, and it's like a kind of sports romance, very character study, character-driven book. Shannon is from a toxic, abusive home life, and then Johnny is a star rugby player at Tommen, and she goes to that school, and they meet from a friendship, found family, relationship. Love it, love them with my whole entire heart. It's heartbreaking, devastating, beautiful, painful, stunning. This book follows Joey and Aoife. Joey is Shannon's brother, and then Aoife is the girl he ends up falling in love with, and their story, painful, beautiful, heartbreaking, devastating, wants you to bang your head against the wall, cry for their pain, and then want nothing but happiness for them. So if you want all the emotions, read this book. I've been tearing up already multiple times, having tears growing out, because I just want Joey and Aoife to have the happiest life ever, and they deserve nothing but happiness. But I'm gonna continue reading this now so I can finish it. These are all the books that we read in 24 hours. 10 books in 24 hours! Go us! Woo! Next time we do this, if we do this again, we're gonna do it in 2 days. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you read any of these books, let us know what your thoughts are down below. If any of these books look interesting to you, let us know what books you'd want to read. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing my sister as a star in here, talking about her books. Did you enjoy being in this video?
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching us read all these books in 24 hours over the course of many a days. We'll do better next time. But it was our first time, so congrats, you did it. Clap. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can follow my bookstagram down below, JanaeReads_. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Thank you guys for watching, and we love you.